Stressful naman ng finals, daming ganap.
Speaking of daming ganap, di ba sa Tuesday yung presentation natin, yung topic natin, air quality issue of management.
Wala pa tayong information, hindi naman enough yun nandito sa book para sa presentation natin, di ba?
Kaya, ay be, anong silbi ng internet? Siyempre, hanap din tayo doon. Try mo mag-search, may load ako, hotspot ka na lang.
Hello and welcome to the Brainiacs game show that will excite your inquisitive minds. I'm your host, Denji, and we got a show for you today. We have our special guest. She's the one left out of the 10 contestants from 10 different schools in the district of Malabon in the recent Battle of the Brains. So now, she will participate to win our final round worth 1 million pesos. Will she be able to bring it home? Or will she go home in tears? Let's find out. Now, let's call on Miss Angeline Ausa from City of Malabon University.
Hi, it was an honor to be invited to your studio and play the jackpot round, and I'm so happy.
You're welcome, but do you know the mechanics of the game? In every question, you have some choices. But the thing is, the Brainiacs audience will vote for the topic among the ones who will ask you. Your only winning chance here if you know this topic, okay? Good luck, and let's start. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
First question. It is the propagation of noise or sound with raging impacts on the activity of human or animal life. Most of it are harmful to a degree. What kind of pollution is this?
I think it's noise pollution. Yes, noise pollution.
Okay, because that's right.
Noise pollution, or also called as sound pollution, is unwanted sound that disrupts normal sound in the environment. Noise pollution often emanates from railroads, road traffic, aircraft, loud music, construction sites, and industrial services. There are two classifications of noise pollution, the indoor and the outdoor. Also, it is an excessive sound that can have deleterious effects on human health, wildlife, and environment quality.
Okay, you're good So let's proceed to the next question. Answerable by yes or no? Cause you look so nervous. Is air can accept and disperse significant amount of pollutant?
Whisper, accept, pollutant. Yes.
If you're sure with that, then let's look at the screen.
Yes, recognizing that air can accept and disperse significant amounts of pollutant. Once in the environment, air pollutants may be dispersed via air, water, soil, living organisms, and food. The pathways of dispersion vary greatly, depending upon both the emission source and the pollutant concerned. Rates and patterns of dispersion also depend to a large extent upon environment conditions. Pollution dispersal in the air is affected by many factors: meteorological conditions, especially wind speed, wind direction, and atmospheric stability. The emission height. Example, ground level sources such as road traffic or high level sources such as tail chimneys. Local and regional geographical features. The source. Fixed points such as chimney or diffuse number of sources such as cars and solvents. During dispersion, pollutants undergo a wide array of change and transfers. Dilution occurs owing to mixing into the air. Separation or accumulation of pollutants occurs on the basis of physical characteristic of the pollutant. Chemical reactions occur breaking down the original pollutant or converting it into new compounds. Some pollutants can also be removed from the transporting medium through disposition. For example, by settling out under the effects of gravity, by rainwash, or by interception, scavenging by plants, and other obstructions.
Thank you for our Brainiac information. How are you feeling now, Miss Ausa?
Happy, yet still nervous. I'm so glad that I reviewed those topics.
Well, good luck. So let's proceed to the next question.
according to the newly gathered news from the science wizard at CNU. It is stated that there are 6 criteria pollutants. These are carbon monoxide, lead, nitrogen oxide, ground level ozone, particle pollution, and sulfur oxide. The major source of carbon monoxide are vehicle exhaust fumes and bush fire, are the highest emitters of it. The common effects of CO exposure are fatigue, headache, confusion, and dizziness due to inadequate oxygen delivery to the brain. The major source of lead are one and metal processing, particularly lead smelters, piston, engine, aircraft operating on lead aviation, gasoline. The effect of lead exposure are adversely affect the nervous system, kidney, function, immune system, reproductive and developmental system, and the cardiovascular system. Next is nitrogen oxide. Sources are naturally by lightning and also to a small extent by microbial processes in soils. And the effect of it is irritate your eyes, nose, throat, and lungs, possibly causing you to cough and experience shortness of breath, tiredness, and nausea. The major source of ground level ozone are pollution emitted from cars, power plant, industrial boilers, refineries, and chemical plants. And the effect of it can trigger a variety of health problems including chest pain, coughing, throat irritation, and congestion. The other one is particle pollution, which is sourced by woods, stoves, forests, fires, power plant, and coal fires. The effect of it can cause short-term health effects such as eyes, nose, throat, and lung irritation. And lastly is sulfur oxide, that the source by electric utilities burn coal, petroleum, refineries, cement, manufacturing paper pulp, manufacturing and metals smelt, and processing facilities, and the effect of it are affecting the respiratory system, particularly lungs function, and irritate and the eye.
Next question. It is a mixture of pollutant that are formed when nitrogen oxides and volatile organic compounds react to sunlight, creating a brown haze above cities.
Not sure, but I go for photochemical pollution.
Is that your final answer?
Wait. Yes, final answer.
The answer is, let's look at the screen.
Wrong. The correct answer is photochemical smog, and it is formed by a complex series of chemical reactions involving sunlight, oxides of nitrogen, volatile organic compounds, and creating a brown haze above cities. It tends to occur more often in summer because that is when we have the most sunlight that are present in the atmosphere as a result of air pollution. Photochemical effects human can have a tremendous impact on humans, animals, plants, and materials. The harmful substance can hinder photosynthesis, thus inhibiting plant growth. Some of the major diseases which are harbored by these are respiratory diseases such as asthma, coughing, and etc. Cardiovascular disease, neurological disorders, cancer, infant health, low birth weight, and other problems like eye irritation and breathing difficulties.
Too bad, Miss Ausa, but don't lose hope. You still have 2 chances left, okay? Breathe and calm down. Let's proceed to the next question.
Okay.
It is a broad term that includes any form of precipitation with acidic components such as sulfuric or nitric acid that falls to the ground from the atmosphere in wet or dry forms. This include rain, snow, fog, hail, or even dust. That is acidic. What is it?
I'm sure that is acid rain.
How sure? No, just kidding. Let's see on the screen.
Yes, the correct answer is acid rain. When substance can rise very high into the atmosphere, where they mix and react with water, oxygen, and other chemicals to form more acidic pollutants, that results to acid rain. It is also caused by chemical reactions. It begins when compounds like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are released into the air and form or dissolve into a rainwater that slightly turns acidic. Acid rain is formed when an excess amount of oxides of sulfur and nitrogen, which are released by cars and industrial processes, react with rainwater and results in precipitations that is highly acidic with a pH less than 5.6. When oxides of sulfur and nitrogen react with water vapors present in the atmosphere, sulfuric acid and nitric acid are formed respectively. Also, some of the organic acids are formed like formic and acetic acids.
Congratulations! 3 more questions and you will get the jackpot prize, Miss Ausa. So, good luck! Now you have 700,000 and I think that's not enough, right? So, focus.
We continue to see how climate is changing. And did you know that one of the visible causes is due to human-made activities? Human activities alter the atmosphere by burning fossil fuels, releasing chemicals into the atmosphere, reducing the amount of forest cover, and the rapid expansion of farming. Development and industrial activities are releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere and changing the balance of the climate system. We then see that humans impact the physical environment in many ways. Overpopulation, pollution, burning fossil fuels, and deforestation. Changes like this have triggered climate change, soil erosion, poor air quality, and undrinkable water. That is why our Help the Earth advocacy is hoping to actively supporting people who are ready to help change the atmosphere or our world so that climate change can be gradually eradicated. Change is not immediate, but people who are determined to change act quickly.
It is the long-term heating of Earth's surface observed since the pre-industrial period between 1850 and 1900s due to human activities, primary fossils fuel burning which increase heat trapping greenhouse gas levels in Earth's atmosphere.
It's climate change, right? Yes, climate change.
Are you sure with that? Final answer? Remember, you only have 2 chances left. So what? For 800,000, is that your final answer?
Yes, climate change.
Sorry, but flash on the screen.
Wrong. The correct answer is what they called global warming. We possibly see the kinds of changes that could occur or happen that results to a global warming like sea level rise, erosions, flooding, risk to infrastructure, and increasing ocean acidity pose major threat or more frequent and intense drought, storms, heat waves, rising sea levels, melting glaciers, and warming oceans can directly harm animals, destroy the place they live, and wreak havoc on people's livelihood and communities. As climate change worsens, dangerous weather events are becoming more frequent or severe.
Sorry, but global warming is the correct answer. And Miss Ausa, you only have 1 chance left and it is still possible for you to get the whole 1 million pesos. But here's the twist. These 2 questions is worth 150,000 pesos. So if you will answer it both correct, you will win the jackpot round. But if you don't, you only have 700,000. Is that okay? But the twist here is, unlike the previous question, there's a multiple choice, but here, you're the one who will identify the exact answer of the given question. Okay?
Yes. Since I still have my one chance, I go for it.
Okay, now let's proceed to the next question. It is a gas that was once commonly used in various products such as aerosols, but that is believed to cause damage to the ozone layer in the Earth's atmosphere.
For that question, it's chlorofluorocarbon.
Next, how about the thinning of the ozone layer present in the upper atmosphere?
Ozone depletion. Yes, finally.
Is that chlorofluorocarbon and ozone depletion right? To reveal for winning 1 million pesos, let's flash on the screen.
Chlorofluorocarbons are fully or partly halogenated hydrocarbons or non-toxic, non-flammable chemicals that contains carbon, hydrogen, chlorine, and fluorine, produced as volatile derivatives of methane, ethane, and propane. Ozone depletion occurs when the natural balance between the productions and destruction of ozone in the stratosphere is tipped in favor of destruction. These two have linked to each other because the depletion of the ozone layer has the presence of chlorofluorocarbons and other halogen sources gases in the stratosphere. When chlorofluorocarbon drift upward towards with the stratosphere, they come in contact with the ozone layer. This leads to a chemical reaction where the CFC molecules are broken up by ultraviolet radiation, releasing chlorine atoms, which are able to destroy ozone molecules. The gaseous chlorofluorocarbons have a strong ozone depleting effect. A thinner ozone layer contributes to increased radiation on Earth. Chlorofluorocarbons are also very potent greenhouse gases that contributes to the increased greenhouse gas.
Congrats! You're a certified Brainiacs, Miss Ausa. Again, congratulations and see you, our future Brainiac.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
Ayun naman pala eh. Halos lahat ng topic natin na-discuss na dyan eh.
Oo nga ate eh. So ano, ganyan na lang din sa atin?
Nga, gawin na natin.
Open.